feeling. Toyota.
Are you thinking al fresco and looking for something simple? Call HV Aluminium.
Are you looking for something stylish? Call HV Aluminium.
Or are looking for ideas to design something stunning?
If you're thinking al fresco, call or visit HV Aluminium New Lambton, 1-800-801-572.
At Foley's Pianos, we believe you're never too young to start your musical journey.
Is that your favourite note?
With Yamaha keyboards, starting from just $199. Foley's Pianos.
It's dangerous.
Big, strong, fast.
I gotta take the fight.
Don't make the same mistakes as your father. What are you fighting for?
I gotta do what my father couldn't.
Don't prove something to other people. Prove something to yourself. Get up, kid.
See how the numbers stack up on the Holden Astra Sedan LS demo. Now the best value it's ever been from $17,990 drive away. Plus 0.9% per annum comparison rate finance. The highest ANCAP safety rating. Outstanding performance. A 5-year warranty. The numbers just keep stacking up. The Astra Sedan LS demo. From $17,990 drive away, plus 0.9% per annum comparison rate finance. See how the numbers stack up on the Astra at your Holden dealer now.
Please and good guys for these limited time Dyson offers. Dyson V7 cordfree handstick only $347. Dyson V8 Absolute handstick only $597. Plus loads more Dyson offers in store and online. Only at the good guys.
The boss of the Commonwealth Bank today laid the blame firmly at the feet of his predecessor for some of its major failings. Matt Comyn says he tried to get the bank to stop selling dodgy insurance policies, but former CEO Ian Narev shot him down.
They're insurance policies that customers would never be able to claim on. But then head of retail banking, Matt Comyn, couldn't convince CEO Ian Narev to stop the bank selling them.
Temper your sense of justice, Mr. Comyn.
That is what Mr. Narev said to me.
And what did you understand him to be conveying to you when he said to you, temper your sense of justice?
Calm down.
Mr. Comyn says his arguments were repeatedly ignored.
I was insufficiently persuasive.
Mr. Comyn finally cancelled the policies when he became chief executive this year. Ultimately, 64,000 customers will have to be refunded $15 million for dud credit card insurance policies. $31 million will go to 90,000 people with loan protection policies. An independent report found another 374,000 might be eligible for a refund. So was anybody actually punished for selling those dodgy policies? Well, some staff did lose up to 30% of their bonuses, but they did receive the rest. Mr. Comyn couldn't recall anyone actually being terminated. Mr. Comyn was grilled over a litany of failures, charging fees to dead people and failing to stop money laundering at its ATMs. His job now to change the culture that leads to this misconduct.
I do not underestimate the magnitude of that task.
CBA's chair, Catherine Livingston, was next to explain why the bank's board didn't do more to hold management to account when the hearing was hit by a technical glitch.
You are privileged, Miss Livingston. You have all aspects of the system go down around you.
Eddie Meyer, NBN News.
An inquest has heard that the death of a young soldier during a live fire training exercise near Darwin last year was preventable. Private Jason Chalice was shot in the head after taking up a position behind a target. The 25-year-old had only been with the section for 3 months and had no experience of live fire in urban situations.
A major shake-up of paid parental leave is on the way, with the federal government promising families more flexibility. The changes are part of a package aimed at increasing the number of women in work and closing the gender pay gap.
Unlike the Liberal Party, there was a strong female representation to hear Kelly O'Dwyer's plan to swing the gender imbalance. $109 million Women's Economic Security Package to boost workforce numbers, earning potential and economic independence.
Girls and women deserve an equal stake.
Paid parental leave will be overhauled, the government-funded scheme will be widened and parents able to stagger their time off, meaning they no longer have to take leave in one consecutive 18-week block, but take 3 months at first and the rest how they choose until a child is 2.
The current system is too rigid.
There's extra support for victims of domestic violence, especially those financially dependent on abusive partners, making it easier to leave with early access to superannuation. The no-interest loan scheme will be extended to help women relocate, and victims may no longer have to face alleged abusers in court.
Absolutely unconscionable that women are having to factor in their financial situation when assessing whether to leave.
I think there is so much here that the government could have done. Restore the penalty rates, support increases in the wages, address the superannuation gap.
Kelly O'Dwyer acknowledged a shortage of women in the Liberals and across the political divide, what she called bad behaviour towards women, including bullying within the coalition. Putting all on notice, standards have to improve. Lane Calcart, NBN News.
A barber and his customers had a close shave today when a car crashed into a shop front in Sydney. The elderly driver had accidentally put the vehicle into drive while trying to reverse. Thankfully, everyone escaped serious injury.
The aftermath of mid-morning chaos at a Constitution Hill barber. An elderly driver ploughing through the front of this small business.
When I park, that's the curb, and I want to reverse a little bit, but looks like I didn't put the reverse. It wasn't the driver. I put more accelerator and bang, inside.
Barber of 30 years, John Ashire, was working with customers inside when the vehicle struck.
Matter of seconds, to be honest. When I look at the car, straight away, boom, bam, and I jumped.
Emergency crews quickly on hand to clean up and give the all clear to both the driver and barber, who were left visibly shaken. It's quite remarkable no one was seriously injured. One customer was pinned in this chair while the owner of the barber himself was thrown against the wall.
You can see what happened to those steel chairs, very strong. I'm very lucky to be alive, to be honest.
The external damage is easily repaired, and the two men agree luck was clearly on their side. Julie Snook, NBN News.
Last year alone, he earned $24 million, but apparently that wasn't enough.
Carlos Ghosn, the chairman of Nissan, Mitsubishi and Renault, will soon be fired, accused of years of fraud and embezzlement.
Nothing says star status in Japan like your very own manga cartoon comic series. An honour bestowed on Carlos Ghosn after he saved Nissan from bankruptcy. In France, Renault earned him the nickname the Cost Killer, but the storyline has slid south for the one-time auto industry hero, arrested and accused of a string of white-collar crimes. It's a steep fall from grace for the man responsible for 1 out of every 10 cars sold around the world, and who was paid in the past financial year alone $11.6 million by Renault, $9 million by Nissan, and $2.8 million by Mitsubishi, a total of $23.4 million. But apparently, it wasn't enough. After a month-long investigation sparked by a whistleblower, Nissan has accused Ghosn of underreporting his income by more than $40 million over 5 years, while also using investment funds for personal gain and misusing company expenses.
The lesson we need to learn from Ghosn's rule is that power was too concentrated in one person.
Overnight, that power has imploded, with Ghosn set to be sacked as CEO of the Renault-Nissan-Mitsubishi Alliance in emergency board meetings set for this week. Alice Monfries, NBN News.
Now to Gavin Morris for a quick look at the weather. And Gav, it'll be a stormy Wednesday for many.
Yes, that's right, particularly around the Moree, the far northwest, Narrabri, Gunnedah, down to about Tamworth, the northern parts of the Liverpool Plains. That'll be a big triangle that then extends to the northeast towards the northern New South Wales ranges, up around Inverell, Glen Innes, Armidale. We'll see the storms flare up throughout tomorrow, and there should be some good inland rain. Sadly, it doesn't look great for the greater Hunter region. The upper Hunter could miss out largely again from this system, and there's not really that much also that's going to make it over the eastern side of the divide. So overall, the good news is it's going to hit the dry inland areas mostly. It's all going to build from tomorrow. It's going to pass, and we've got a little bit of cool air by the weekend. Your local details headed your way real soon.
Thank you, Gav. Ahead in the news, frightening footage emerges of a schoolie risking his life on a Gold Coast balcony.
And 84-storey plunge. 6 people survive a nightmare lift ride.
A dangerous, death-defying, definitely don't try this at home, must-see story. Tomorrow on Today.
You don't need a story that long back, Mrs. Thompson.
There's a glass and a half in everyone. To our local surf life-saving heroes, the volunteers who keep our beaches safe every year, we say thank you. Newcastle Permanent, proudly supporting surf life-saving throughout northern New South Wales. When scent is carried through mist, it stays with us. New Airwick Essential Mist transforms fragrance infused with essential oils into mist to surround us with the fragrance we love. New Airwick Essential Mist.
I was able to take on Ewan as an apprentice, and there's the safety of knowing I can help with his training and that I can help him with his career.
What I love about Steph is that she has that drive and passion, and that helps me to achieve great success in my business.
If you're a small to medium business owner, there are Australian government incentives of up to $20,000 to help you hire an eligible apprentice. To get your business growing, go to jobs.gov.au. Authorised by the Australian Government, Canberra.
Every kid needs a guitar. Acoustic guitars starting from $99 at Muso's Corner.